What's good? We back with the Boston Clinic of Morris, your boy CJ Goodfella, usual suspect. And I got an interesting article, the link in the description, to talk about from the Ring magazine. And it said that Tom Loeffler says that negotiations have started back up for Golovkin in Canelo Alvarez. So they rehashing the deal. And he spoke on the Sergey Shevchenko thing. So I might just split it up into two videos where I speak on it here, then elaborate a little bit more on another video. But yeah, you know, after all these mandatories hit, like pending transactions in your ATM, you know, your bank account at the ATM, yeah, it figures to change your mentality a little bit. You know, Oscar De La Hoya, you know, been, you know, bullying and bitch slapping K2 and Triple G along. He basically did what you do in negotiations one-on-one. You back out, you use your leverage, which is Canelo being an A side and be able to sell with anybody, you know, and you start Golovkin out. And in this particular situation, Golovkin is tougher than just Oscar doing what I said, you know, starving him out. Golovkin has an IBF mandatory, Sergey Shevchenko, and he has a WBC mandatory that, you know, he gonna have to fight. And Tom Loeffler said in this article, I linked in the description from Ring magazine, he said we can't fight two mandatories at the same time. And he said about the IBF, they had mixed 6 hours. Obviously, everybody know they met up. And he wanted to appeal, you know, them not, you know, sanctioning Ivanis Monterosian. But they said they had no problem with fighting Gennady Golovkin. I mean, Gennady Golovkin fighting Sergey Shevchenko. They said they just think it would be fair if they did the 30-day, you know, probationary period. I mean, just, not probationary period, but just, negotiating period. Or in the 90 days, whatever you say, they want to fear. They want a fair deal. They don't want to be forced or rushed into fighting Sergey Shevchenko. They want a nice little deal where, you know, everybody, you know, they can take time and break down the contract and negotiate it. So that's what they want. You know, they just want time. They don't have no problem for fighting Sergey Shevchenko. And I'll talk about the Jermall Charlo thing later on another video, which I might drop it behind this one. It's like, you know, he had no choice, man. You know, pretty much either fight the mandatories or not. And if he would have fought Canelo, okay, which they gave him an exception to WBC to fight Canelo, you know, all the other belts would have gave him an exception. Obviously, it's only the WBA. I mean, IBF. You know, WBA has a super champion. So, super champion, which is Gennady Golovkin, is the super champion. He don't have to defend that belt. You know, I'm a little tired, but I mean, yeah, it's no, we don't have any mandatory, so he cool on that part. But yeah, Oscar and Canelo only got major leverage over Golovkin, you know, so Golovkin really don't have no choice but to you know, fight Canelo and come back and try to get 37-40% this time and take what he can get, because they can respect that, because when him fight Canelo, all of them get 3% from both parties. So he owes the WBA, the IBF, and WBC. That's 18% of the purses they get, you know, between the two fighters. You know, 9% from Golovkin, 9% from Canelo. And, you know, I told you guys this dude was going to come back to the negotiation table begging. And Oscar started naming names out and, you know, saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. We going to fight this guy, that guy. And Charlo, like, they didn't even contact me, and he name dropped me. So, you know, he played, you know, hardball, negotiation one-on-one. And rookie-ass Golovkin and rookie-ass K2 fell for it. So, I think it's smart for him to take the fight, you know, train hard, stop him this time, and improve your point. Because if you win the first fight, I mean, the second fight, it's going to be like you won the first fight, even though it ended in a draw. So, we'll see, man. We'll see, man. You know, I know they're going to come back and negotiate with Canelo. Everybody knew that. This fight wasn't going to, you know, be dead like that, because at the end of the day, they don't want to fight their mandatories, man. And then they talked about they want to fight old boy from Japan, Rayana Murata. He got a fight coming up in October, though. Saying it'll be a big fight over there. And it probably would be, because Triple G is part Asian as well. So, you know, that's another thing, man. You know, but, you know, he had no choice, man. Hopefully he can get some more than they offer him. That more than 35% through his, you know, wrongs and his, you know, trials and tribulations and stuff like that. You know, he deserved better than that. But, you know, I'm not even going to make that the second video. Okay, I'm going to talk about it right here. You know, in about 3 minutes, right here. Golovkin, in this article, Tom Loeffler said they was interested in fighting Sergey Shevchenko. They don't have a problem with fighting him. as long as they get proper, timetable and isn't forced to make a fight by August 3rd, they cool with it. So they don't mind fighting the homie. But he didn't say that about the Jermall Charlo. He said you can't fight two mandatories at the same time. So, yada. At the end of the day, they don't want Charlo. Okay, Jermall Charlo, they do not want him. And I think by his words in this magazine, unless I read it wrong, which I can't really, read body language, really get a gist of what he's saying, like reading a book. But what he's saying is basically, they don't want to fight Charlo. And it sounded like they had defended the IBF before they defended WBC. So, Charlo could be upgraded to full champion, especially if the Canelo, especially if the IBF holds up their ruling, strip him. And then, and the Canelo rematch don't happen, then it's on him. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired, but yeah, you can't be real mad at the guy. He got to chase that paper. Chase that paper, my Plies voice. He got to chase that paper. So it's a business, and usually all the fighters get to cherry pick their fighters, especially elite fighters, and move how they want to move. Like the old dude in the union shop, he can do whatever he want because he's been there so long and everybody respect him. So that's what Gillespie think he is, but he ain't earned them stripes yet at all. So, hopefully he can get some more percentage split. And hopefully the fight happen for the greater good of boxing. And when it does, we'll talk about it. We'll wrap on it. But obviously, Triple G don't want no smoke with Jermall Charlo, man. They defend the IBF mandatory, but they don't say nothing in the article about defending the WBC. K2 Kamloffer said, oh, we can't be in two, we can't do this, we can't do that. At the end of the day, you can't face two mandatories. Most people would like to see you fight, see Golovkin fight Charlo anyway. And nobody want to see him fight Sergey Shabajenko, but, he chose the lesser of two evils or the lesser of two ass whoopings probably coming his way. So, at the end of the day, I expect the deal to be reached between Canelo and Triple G, man. I really do think that deal going to be reached. They give him a little bit something. They're going to sweeten the pot and bring him back. So, he need this fight. And so do, Canelo to save face and his reputation and so he wasn't cheating the first time. And it'll be an interesting fight, man. I'm just tired of them making Jermall Charlo sit, man. He got to sit. He ready to dig in with the dogs, but, Charlo will be coming back in August in Houston. So I already let everybody know Jermall Charlo come back in Houston in August. So I knew that already. So just ready for opponent to be named. But it's TBC and more. It's your boy Goodfella. We gone.